Sports View London Boxing News from the capital city, here with Carl Frampton. Carl, may I say it, you just sparred one of the true legends of our sport in Sugar Shane Mosley. How did that feel being in the ring?
It felt a bit surreal, if I'm being honest. It's probably the first time, and I don't know how many years I felt nervous for a spar, and I know it was like, it was 2 rounds and it was, you know, he was being tame and stuff, but still I was very nervous. It's like, it's almost like, you know, you don't want to hit him until he hits you, and then he hits you, and then you fire back. You know, I've got much respect for the guy. It was great.
And on your first day back as well?
Yeah, well, I arrived in camp yesterday.
Yeah.
A bit of a hard day in, and second punching session since the fight, and you know, 3 men at the deep end there, but it was like unbelievable. Great experience for me.
Was that almost surreal? Because I know for us, sort of standing there watching it, it was almost, you know.
It is, you know, he's such a nice guy. I was speaking to him briefly before it, and there's no airs or graces about him. He's just, you know, I think he's, you know, just a guy who's worked hard, and he's a living legend of our sport. And in my opinion, you know, lightweight was his best days. He's probably arguably one of the best lightweights ever. Him and Duran are definitely up there, you know, and just to share the ring with him, and a real honour for me, really.
We were talking earlier about the Antonio Margarito fight, when Margarito went in as a 4-1 favourite, and the way he dissected him and twisted his punches in such a way that, you know, I've never seen aggression like that. You know, you see.
We put that on the other night. It was just a demolition job. He's like, Margarito was tough and a real tough fighter, and big favourite going into that fight. Mosley's much smaller man on him, really is, but. You know, he's only got a couple of inches on me, and you could just, I know he's heavier and stuff, but you could just feel the, you know, the strength of him throwing me around. But Margarito, I think against Margarito is one of his best performances. Great performance, just demolished him. Brilliant.
Most definitely. And regarding your own career, you're back in camp now for whenever the next movement may be in your career. How was your time off with your family in Belfast?
It was great. It's always nice to get a few weeks off and to just rest as much as possible. So, you know, I'm one of these guys who I enjoy my rest, but after 2 weeks I'm itching to get back in the gym again, and I started running pretty much 2 weeks after the fight. So I've been kind of taking over for about 4 weeks now, really. I'm in half decent shape. Obviously, I'm looking to get out around July time, so there's still a bit of time to improve on my fitness.
Yeah, your prediction for May 2nd, massive fight in America. We spoke to Shane about it earlier, Mayweather-Pacquiao. What's your thoughts on how you think that's going to go?
It's a huge fight. It's a close fight, if I'm being honest. I think it's a real close fight. I think that if Mayweather still has the legs, he'd probably win it on points in a close fight. I think Pacquiao can steal rounds just because of his work rate, you know, and he'd be throwing shots, and he'd be hitting arms, and he'd be hitting ribs, and he'd be hitting them around the back of the head, but he's working, you know, and he'd steal rounds that way. But Mayweather always finds a way. I think that he'd just nick it on points.
Carl Frampton, thank you for your time.
Thanks, mate.
Much appreciated. Cheers, Carl.